Good morning, good afternoon, and a good evening to you all, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Resident Evil Remake. You are here with Morris, and at the end of the last part, we were just beginning to explore the residence, which is the first time we've ever really had to leave the relative safety, I guess, of the mansion. But I love these areas. I was hinting at it sort of in the last episode. I don't think I really explained it that clearly to you guys what I kind of meant when I was talking about how it kind of changes it up by giving us these areas. But I just think overall these kind of things add to the madness. You know, if it was just the mansion, as impressive and grand as it is, even if they made the mansion a bit bigger, I think if you were always doing that, if you were always in that... Is there anyone in here? If you were always in that situation... Excuse me. If you're always in the situation of being confined to the mansion, I don't think it would be as effective as having these other, separate areas. I think areas like this just add to the kind of... the sinister levels of the stuff surrounding this place. Plant 42 report. 4 days have passed since the accident. The plant at Plant 42 is growing at an amazing rate. Although there are many unknown aspects about this plant, we know that in comparison with the other group of plants, the T-Virus has had a substantially stronger effect on this one. The T-Virus has drastically morphed its host's anatomy as well as its size. Looking at its current state, it's difficult to imagine its original appearance. Nowhere on Earth will you find anything like it. We are ready, willing and able to start testing it on our crops. Soon we'll have the biggest cauliflowers in the world. We've also found that Plant 42 has two main sources of acquiring its necessary nutrients. One source is through its root. Somehow, just the one. Somehow it has rooted itself down into the basement. Immediately after the accident, a scientist went mad for some reason and destroyed the aqua ring. Ever since, the basement has been like a pool. There is a high possibility that it's one of the chemicals in the water that's promoting the Plant 42 rapid... Wait, what? That's promoting the Plant 42's rapid growth. However, we have yet to determine the specific chemical. A bulb-like body of the Plant 42 has been sighted hanging from the ceiling of the first floor. We are sure that it used the air ducts to reach the first floor. Numerous long tentacle-like vines are protruding from the bulb. We believe the vines are the second means of acquiring its nutrients. When the Plant 42 senses prey, it uses the tentacle-like vines to capture its prey. After doing so, suckers on the vine drain the prey of its blood. This is a nice little prelude to the upcoming boss fight, if you so choose to do it. We've also noticed that it has some intelligence. For a plant, that is. When it captures its prey, or when it's inactive, the vines twine around the door to stop possible intruders, therefore sealing you in and making a very convenient boss arena. Unfortunately, several of our scientists have already fallen victim to this Plant 42, which we insist on writing in capitals every single time. When we heard the stories from the survivors, they all observe one thing in common. When the uniform petal-like flaps open and reveal its vital internals, it has a tendency to become more aggressive. Is that what everyone wrote? Every survivor wrote that, word for word, in their report, did they? One witness reported that it was as if it was trying to protect itself. Why it behaves the way it does is still unknown. May 21st, 1998. Henry Sarton. Well, Henry, I will answer all these questions and more after I burn this thing to death. There's a ladder here. Climb down? Absolutely. So yeah, nice little hint of what's in store for the player. And just going to shut up for a while this music plays. Now this is just it. Nothing happens in this area. This is just a simple little puzzle where you got to push these boxes. However, the fact that it just throws this theme at you, very sinister. It's not very long, but it's very sinister, and it kind of... It's so simple and yet so drastically different because, as we've said, there's not really a lot of soundtrack to this game other than the sound effects themselves. So when it throws something like this at you, it's like, what is going to happen? It's a great way of building that tension, especially when you put a puzzle like this here. It's not just... I mean, it's simple enough to figure out, right? There's nothing really complex or entertaining about this. But it always takes this long, and you always have to listen to the theme. Every player going through this has to listen to this theme, right? It's not just a corridor that you bolt down and you get to the other end, you don't even think about it, you know? It's nice. It slows you down and makes you listen to the music, makes you kind of mentally try and prepare for what's next. It's locked from the other side. Gosh darn, well, looks like we'll have to cross our makeshift bridge over here. Good lord. And then again, with this, this kind of slight level of, I mean, could you even call it mist if it's down here? But it's just enough to make you think that, you know what? Nobody should be down here. You know? Alright, we gotta move. Not good, not good, not good. Oh god, oh god. I can't quite describe how much I adore the fact that it doesn't show you in the little cutscene what's about to attack you. There's something quite stellar about that. It's actually something this game does really well. Like, I mean, the first time we saw it was when we went down into the kitchen, and then we had that that zombie coming at us from the other side of a door, but we didn't see it was a zombie, it was just from the point of view of the zombie, right? And then, oh, revealed. And this time, it's just a thing coming through the water, and all of a sudden you're back to controlling Jill, and then you see the sharks coming out of nowhere. Ah, it's really good. You use the control room key. There's no further use for this key. Discard? Yes, absolutely. Oh, by the way, do not shoot those sharks. If you're wondering why I just ran past, there's a very good reason why. Oh my. Let's just say it's not there. They're not the only two sharks in there. And they don't appreciate you shooting at them. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, let's head downstairs, shall we? Let's get this show on the road. The warning lamp indicates that there is an emergency. Well, that's a bit of an understatement. Oh boy. Whoa. Yeah. There's a big one down there. It's made his home down there. He don't want you in here. Caution. In case of a drop in oil pressure control, open valve 1. Okay then. There's a map of the aqua ring. Take it. Yes. Thank you. This isn't really a big map. It's only like 3 rooms or something. Sorry, mate. That 4 or 5. Okay, whatever. Appreciate it nonetheless. Oh, but yeah, you have. I think this changes every time, which is why I was checking it. Open valve number 1. Better just be real cheeky and grab this. What do we got? A herb mix of 2 green herbs. Nice. That'll do nicely. An oil pressure regulator. There's no need to adjust the pressure right now. Okay, so remember that valve number 1. Alright, now let's just fiddle with all these controls. An error message is being displayed. Something appears to have gone wrong while the water was being drained. There's a switch to drain the water. Press it. I guess I can do that. Oh, good lord. Oh, my.
Emergency.
Does not want the water to be drained.
Source of pressure detected.
What do you mean unknown source of pressure? I think there's a very, very known source of pressure. Okay, I can see it. Alrighty, there's a control lever for the pressure shelter, but it won't budge until the safety is released. Okay, let's just check these other controls. The pressure shelter is locked. Release the safety, yes. Safety mechanism for the pressure shelter has been released. And if you're wondering why I'm powering through this, you'll notice in the top left, it says critical 10%. Because this is a timed area.
Reaching 30%
Oh god.
pressure threshold.
Oil pressure lost, shelter operation terminated. Restore oil pressure. Okay, valve number 1, valve number 1. Oh god! Let's do it, let's do it. No time to waste. Number 1. release the safety again, I believe, I think. I don't know, but I'm going to do it.
Reaching 50%
50%, that's not good.
threshold.
Okay, been released, good. Alright, now close that shit up.
Activate emergency drainage system immediately.
Yeah, no, I get it. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. And it ain't gonna like this, but we're gonna have to drain the water now. The water has been completely drained. Ah, I'm sure it's perfectly safe now then. Beautiful. So yeah, I don't know whether to go as far as to call that a puzzle, but it's because it's a little too fast-paced to be a puzzle. You know, you gotta be on your guard for it, I guess. Oh, these shotgun shells. Oof! Stunning! We have 28 shotgun shells. And a lot of dynamite there, but it's a little wet, so we're not going to be able to use that. And now we can get inside the aqua ring. Or the shark tank part of it. Not sure why they had sharks in the first place. But I know better than to ask questions. This might be one of the most threatening images in the whole game. And I nearly ran right past it. Whoa, it still auto-aims at those sharks. I'm guessing they can hurt you. Okay then. But yeah, just having that giant shark there, but you can't see where the jaws are. And it's just laying there. The fact that it's still in some water, whilst this one isn't, you know, and kind of flails around and does whatever. This one's still in a bit of water and you can't see its face, and it's just, oh, stunning. And again, can't quite see where its jaws are, and you wonder what the hell's going on. You never feel quite safe. Alright, the water flow control system, it doesn't have power, yeah. You're telling me. The generator unit for the water flow control system. No, we don't want to do that just yet. I want to pick up this key and oh god! Okay then, well that guy's clearly blocking this key. I'm going to stick this in here. Oh yeah. Original recipe or extra crispy? Ah, it's toasted. Yeah, you're telling me. Fortunately though, we can just jump right back in. And then, makes you go all the way around. To get this... Wait, what? Oh, I thought you had to go all the way around. What, can we just... Ah, I don't want to go next to its jaws. That's even better. Okay, what does this say? Aha, the gallery key. I'm guessing that'll get us into the gallery. Alright, let's go. I don't really want to hang around these sharks anymore. And there's nothing else in here. So that's good news. Stop it. Also, where did that other one go? There were two. Nice little sequence though. It's amazing what you can do with, hang on. Oh no, that goes back upstairs. Okay. Yeah, it's amazing what you can do. I mean, there's, you know, giant shark. Scary enough, you know. Oh, beautiful Magnum rounds. But yeah, the idea itself of just having sharks, it's not that much, but it's the situation around it which makes that, I think, that sequence. The materials have been piled on top of each other by the overflowing water. I mean, I think a sequence like that is much better than, like, the Delagos fight from Resident 4, you know? As fun as that, I mean, that's fun, but it's a little dumb compared to what we just did. The materials are packed up tightly, the place looks just like a garbage dump. It's a little harsh, Jill. They're doing their best here. Come on. I mean, they're having personnel troubles, you know? You can forgive them a little bit, yeah? Alrighty, a nice little loop and back up to where we came from. So yeah, not as much exploration in, or not as much emphasis on exploration, I guess. You got to back and forth it a little bit, but certainly nowhere near as much as the mansion. And yeah, no, I'm gonna leave that on there for now. And you know, this is a little more linear, but it's just cool sequences kind of together, you know. There's no further use for this key. Yes, get rid. And apparently there's an item. Oh no, yeah, it's talking about the map, isn't it? Sorry, that was a little bit of a dumb moment there. Ah, what have we here? Handgun bullets, I see. Probably shouldn't have picked them. Oh god! No, my worst enemy. Jeez. Freaking, that's a whole army of them. Yeah, we're gonna have to, unfortunately, backtrack a little, drop some stuff off before we can explore that area proper. And we are coming up to the sequence where we have to make the V-Jolt, the chemical to take down Plant 42, because there isn't really much other option for us. We could try and go in and fight it, but all we really have are 6 flame rounds, and that's it. And if you think I'm wasting shotgun shells on it, well, you'd be very wrong about that. Let's stick this in my collection of herbs. And magnum rounds, which I'm super happy about. We don't need to save it, do we? Just hoping I won't get caned by these bees or wasps or whatever. Alright, let's get into this gallery proper. Barry, you could have really helped me out here. Breath of fresh air, come on. Who are you kidding? It's locked. Door plate reads 003. Oh god, they're coming straight at me. They don't mess around, these things. Oh god, no. They're blocking my exit. A corpse with a contorted expression of pain on his face. He's holding something. Gimme, insecticide. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Don't away. Holy shit. They look huge as well. Why is everything so big? Come on, big, come on. Give me a break. I find it very creepy though. Regular things being slightly bigger. It's always creepy. Alright, so the reason why we didn't pick up this map straight away was because when we do, you got the map of the residence. A load, there's a hole in the wall here. A load of friggin' bugs just come flying through and they'll make this corridor a nightmare for you. But if you go in, pick up the insecticide spray, straight away you can immediately, yeah, just go wild with that. Beautiful. And then you're pretty much fine. And it's not like you really need a map of this area either. Because if you notice, there's only, what, 4 rooms we haven't been in. And that's it. And I guess one down there as well, but that's the Aqua Ring, so that doesn't really count. You know, you don't really need a map of it. It's almost there just to troll you, I think. Alright, I don't think this guy, no, he doesn't have anything else on him. Alrighty, will you take the resonance key? Absolutely. Anything else for me? Doesn't look like it. 003 is imprinted. 4 steps down from 007. I can't. What's the point? Okay, and we'll immediately chuck that away and pick up this herb, which I have spotted. And as far as I know, those double doors are forever locked. What do we get? Oh, it's a typewriter. It's an old typewriter. Oh yeah, I didn't know there was one in here. Well, that's handy. Holy hell. Your view is blocked by the dense thicket of trees. Is it now? The shelf is lined with red books. There's one white book sandwiched in between them. Take it? Absolutely. Organic chemistry lab experiment. The similarities in the cellular characteristics of the rapidly growing plant infected by the tyrant virus have been reported in previous papers. However, while repeating these experiments, an interesting new fact became clear. We learned that a chemical in the UMB family, UMB number 20, contains a compound that is toxic to the cells of the plant. We have given UMB number 20 a new name, V-Jolt. Calculations prove correct. When V-Jolt is applied directly to the root of the plant, which no one seems to be able to get near, the entire plant should be dead within 5 seconds. I don't know how we know that, because we haven't done it. The V-Jolt can be made by simply mixing the VP and UMB chemicals in a specific ratio. However, extra care must be taken when handling these UMB chemicals. They have been known to generate toxic gases if mishandled. The characteristics of each UMB chemical are as follows, and we don't need to read all those, because this the actual process to make the V-Jolt is a lot less complicated than the game actually makes out it to be at first, you know? The bindings of the books seem to form some kind of pattern. First time I did this, I wrote down all the chemical numbers and everything else, and the colours, everything, and it just, you absolutely do not need to do that, because the solution to the puzzle is pretty much written on the wall of the room that you do the puzzle in. So, yeah, not really a lot to think about. And I just need to reorder these books so it makes an image of a naked woman. Because that's how you open hidden doors, right? We're not going to go in there just yet. Because that door will lead us to Plant 42, so you don't want to go in there right now. The roots of some kind of giant plant are sticking out of the wall. Oh, we already know what the giant plant is now, come on. Is there perhaps an item in here? It's full of dirty water. Pull out plugins. What do we get? Nothing. What? Oh, there's a freaking dagger in there or something. There's absolutely nothing in there. Okay then, never mind. Ah, alrighty. What a weird room to not put anything in. Alright, well, the only thing left is to open up the room in which we actually had, you know, craft the chemical itself. And I can't for the life of me remember how that's done. So let's take a look, shall we? The lock mechanism for the door. Use it? Absolutely. Okay, so these oh god. Yeah, I don't at all remember how to do this. I'm sure they were all different colours or something. Although I imagine when you play the game on an easy difficulty, maybe the puzzle solution is actually presented in a different way. I actually have no clue how to do that. However, some of all test tubes and flasking. There's bound to be lab equipment you've never seen before. Could these have been used for some kind of experiment? Probably, seeing as that's all this place is. Is for experiments. But yeah, there was that one. When we lit that thing in that room with the billiard balls, and there was that picture of the eye which looked a little like that, but there wasn't actually anything else in there. We haven't seen anything to do with these other eyes, so I guess we're gonna have to go back to that room and see what we can glean from there. Now, I could have just easily written down the answer when I originally did this, because it's only 3 digits, but where would be the fun in that? I know how much you guys and gals love to watch me suffer, and indeed suffer with me, in figuring out these puzzles. So, we're going to make a trip back to that room and see what information we can get. If any. I don't even know. Hopefully the spiders won't have respawned at all, otherwise we are in trouble. Alrighty then. No spiders, good. But yeah, maybe there's 3 things in this room which we have to fiddle with. Pile of huge barrels, probably not those. The lamp shines with green light. Yeah, I have really no idea what that could mean. See, on easy it was almost color coded, but on medium it doesn't seem to be that way. Some billiard balls, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't seem to be anything significant about the order. Interesting. Well, you know what? It's going to take me a long time to run around this... Oh, here we go. An orange oil lamp. Aha! So what I need is my lighter. And there must be a 3rd oil lamp somewhere in this room. Probably on this side of the room, maybe? Aha! It's over there. Right, so I need my lighter to do the others. And then maybe the answer shall present itself. So the eye... The colour of the eye must correspond to the colour of the ball, which is the number of the keypad. Easy. There you go. We did it. Well, not quite. But that's how it must be. That's how we must solve it. Alright, let's grab my lighter. And I'm actually going to pause it for now, guys. But thank you very much for watching this episode of Resident Evil Remake, and I do hope to see you in the next part, guys, where we'll be making the V-Jolt taking on Plant 42, and that's probably not going to take that long, so we'll see what else we can fit in that episode as well. But yeah, for now, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next part. See you later.